Good evening. I'm Tom Morrow, and this week we are discussing the many different uses of drugs in America. If you were with us on Monday night's show, we were talking about the uses and effects of barbiturates, and you'll remember that our guest, Mrs. Normal Housewife of Des Moines, Iowa, told us that not only are barbiturates called downers, but that there is nothing wrong with their use, and that over 70 million housewives use them alone in the United States quite freely and without reservation. Then again, on Tuesday night's show, we had Mr. T.L. Leary and former President Milhouse, who had quite a debate on the use and effects of LSD. I am sorry to say it ended rather quickly, though, when one of our cameramen started playing around with the zoom lens, and our audio man claimed to have heard God speaking to him through the headset. Later we found out what had actually happened was the boom mic had smacked into the lens of camera 2. But we do have a new crew tonight. Our guests have been asked to bring their own water, and as I said, we had a little bit of trouble last night. With me tonight is Sergeant O'Kay from the Narcotics Division of NYPD. He is here to discuss the effects and use of marijuana with Walter Wealthy Typhoon III, also known as Burnout, a connoisseur and author of the drug marijuana. I'd like to remind you again that this debate is totally unbiased on the viewpoint of the station, so please remain with me on this Wednesday night, February 29th, 1980, as we pause for a word from our sponsor.
Hi, how you doing? I'm here to talk to you tonight about some fine marijuana paraphernalia. Stone Brothers has some fine products that I'm sure you'll really be able to get off in. Check out this bong. Now this really does the job, and it comes in all shapes, sizes, and colors with its own poker and clean brush. Oh yes, it really, really works. And if you come in today, you'll receive a free stash pouch compliments of the Tom Morrow Show. It easily holds your favorite stash. So dopers, remember Stone Brothers' motto: come say hi, come in to buy, and go get high.
We are back, and with me tonight is Walter Wealthy Typhoon III, also known as Burnout, and as I mentioned earlier, he is a connoisseur of marijuana, and also the author of the recent book, I Like Dope. He claims to have traveled around the world and has smoked more marijuana than the entire U.S. has consumed in any one year. Sergeant O'Kay of the Narcotics Division here in NYP of New York has recently won an award for his investigations into the seizure of the largest marijuana supply in the city, and has won himself an all-expense-paid trip to Hawaii. Isn't that correct, Sergeant?
That's right, and you're absolutely right.
Well, Burnout, well, if I may call you that, I understand that you spend most of your time traveling in your private Lear jet. Now, this sounds quite exciting. Could you elaborate more on this?
Huh? Oh, sure.
Okay, what about marijuana usage in, say, Thailand?
Heavy, man. Heavy.
Well, that's very interesting. Now, about your book, I Like Dope. Let me hold it up here so our audience can get a view of it. Now, I have written down here that halfway through on about page 10, you state that regular marijuana smoking increases your perception by about 3 times. Would you care to elaborate on this for us?
Not really. It'd destroy my concentration.
I see. Well, Sergeant, okay, now, I understand you're violently opposed to this theory.
That's right, and you're absolutely right.
Well, Sergeant, exactly what do you feel are the effects of marijuana? Well, I mean, am I correct in assuming that marijuana smoking is harmful to the body?
That's right, you're absolutely right.
Well, I'll buy that. And speaking of buying, we pause for another word from our sponsor.
Hi, back again with another of Stone Brothers' fine products. Yes, things do go better with Coke when you use our famous rip-roaring, Coke-snorting stainless steel Coke spoon. After extensive university testing, it's been awarded Stoner's stamp of approval. Yes, it really works great. And if you come in today, you'll receive, you'll receive our, wait a minute, I missed a line. So why not do yourself a favor and come in and check out the rest of the hardware? Still have a few of them stash pouches left. So remember our motto, come say hi, come in to buy, and go get high.
We're back with my guests, Burnout and Walter Wealthy Typhoon III, discussing the use and effects of marijuana. Burnout, can you describe for my audience what it's like to be on a marijuana trip?
Well, it's like really far out, man. I dig it.
Now, Sergeant, isn't it true that you have experienced a marijuana trip?
That's right. You're absolutely right.
Well, since we're all laying our cards out on the table, gentlemen, I mean, I'll admit that I've indulged from time to time, and...
Me too, yeah. Heavy bunch of guys you got here, Tom.
Well, seriously, Sergeant, I mean, haven't you smoked at least more than once?
That's right. You're absolutely right.
In fact, on my notes here, isn't it true that you're one of the biggest dealers in New York and that you seized your own marijuana supply just to win that all-expense-paid trip to Hawaii?
That's right. You're absolutely right.
That's all the information I need. You're under arrest. Federal Narcotics Bureau.
Oh, that's a nice picture of the wife and kids Burnout, but...
You got
really,
this on videotape, right?
Yes, you're absolutely right. But look,
all right,
no, we're
come
on
with
the
me.
air right
I'm
now.
sorry.
Mike,
You're
I think
under
you better
arrest.
cut it.
You too,
we better
Sergeant.
refilm this
The rest
over.
of you, come on, let's go.
Look, don't forget
on,
tomorrow night
come on.
to go.
Forget
really,
tomorrow, Morrow.
I really thought that was a lousy book anyway. I don't understand why you have to... I want to talk to my lawyer.